on the flip side of the hour, we were talking with Coach Karen Shineldecker, also science teacher at LASD. And on in the 6 o'clock hour, we were chatting with you for a few minutes there. Let's now that we've been able to connect and double check
Yeah.
everything, let's talk about the question that I was trying to get over in the 6 o'clock hour. And from our outside standpoint, when it comes to robots or robotics, do you have to start from scratch? Like, are you buying this piece and this software package and so on and so forth? Or does part of it come built a little bit?
Depends on your approach. For instance, since we've been doing it for 9 years, the approach that we have right now for our robotics, we start from the beginning, scratch, right from the chassis right down to the driving, how it's going to drive. Are you going to drive? There's different approaches to the drivetrain. There are some kits out there that you can buy for a lot of our new teams that are coming up, so that you're not you this is just, it can be very overwhelming. So you can buy it, they call it a kit bot, and you can purchase it and it gives you all the instructions, but it will limit you on your versatility and
Okay.
advancement. Our students at this point are beyond that. I'm not diminishing that approach or dissing that approach. We have advanced our point to now we fabricate everything from the beginning. So
Mm.
from the drivetrain, and there are restrictions every year when you get the task that kick off in January. It's like the best kept secret, better than the CIA. Around the world, everyone gets the same kickoff reveal of what's the game this year. And it is a mad dash to design. What are you going to do? Get your parts that you want, because that means everybody else is probably thinking similar. So you
Yeah.
better be prepared. So we go about it there. We had took our last year's ideas. We have what they call a swerve drive. So our drivetrain comes with two motors. One motor is a drive motor. One motor is a steer. And each corner of that robot, we've got the quadrants, has that ability going Mach 7.
Wow.
So that thing can just turn in any direction, go at any speed in any direction, and it's crazy good. So then we go from there. What is it we want to do? We design, we fabricate. We fabricate from the basic extrusion, metal. We have a CNC machine in our shop that we've been really advancing our knowledge on and how we're going to approach it. We can use different materials, polycarbonate, aluminum. We have a TIG welder in there. So if anybody needs to go and do that, that was my first job, by the way, is TIG welding. So I know how to get there.
That's
We
cool.
approach it in that manner. So what is the concept we want to do? We want to cover the tasks. So our students design, prototype, fabricate right from the very beginning. And it can be tiring. You can be redoing something and one of their ideas 7, 8 times. I'm not going to say the 6, 7, 7, 8 times. And go back and redo it, test it, but go back and redo it. So they do that. And then programming, we've got an amazing group of programmers and mentors that this year just blow us out of the water on what they've learned programming. Programming can also be a choice. You can do basic programming. Many of the teams use what they call Java. It's not just programming, though. All those innuendos and all those facets that help you do that code is overwhelming. How
Yeah.
you're going to do your robot for autonomous. So during the match play, every team in the world, you have to have a certain amount that your robot has to perform a task by itself. You have
Mm.
no help, and that's
Okay.
autonomous. It's, this year became the pinnacle key strategy to win the match.
Mm.
Because if you win that autonomous period by your robot's task completion, you can control the game down the road. It was just, they switched it this year and put that little bit more power into programming, and it really was a game changer this year. So, yeah, that's
Well,
just a real brief overview.
well, and I assume part of that is because of some of the AI that's out there too that can lean to helping, I guess, if that makes sense. Or are they putting more restrictions on that? What does that look like? Because we are in a world where you can get some help in regards to some of that programming.
Absolutely. The AI is only as good as who created the information. So you gotta be very mindful of what that information gives you. Is it accurate? Is
Mhm.
it credible?
Mhm.
Is a big one. And
Absolutely.
how does it integrate into what you're trying to achieve? I can't say we didn't use any AI because there's some things that we did.
Mhm.
One of our mentors created an Alliance Ops app, which, and I can't say that he's used AI, but he's very familiar with it, where we have a scouting app. So when we're out there competing, our students are out there tallying and gathering recon information on what are those teams doing? What are they capable of? And that app allows them to integrate their information that they did on site
Yeah.
visually with all the other information from Blue Alliance and Statbotics stats. The data's king, as we say now.
Mhm.
And that I can't say has not been influenced by AI at all. However, it's you got to be very mindful about it. So,
Yeah.
and we
Well,
try
it
to teach
sounds
kids
like,
that.
I mean, you're doing scouting reports on
Oh,
your
it's
competition.
intense. Oh yeah, it's intense.
That
Because when you
that
get down to the end, you have to know
yeah.
what they're capable of. So if you choose them to be a teammate, you want to be informed accurately because you get out there, it gets down to that. It's just you want that compliment. So yeah, it's it's
Have
just
you
more than robotics. It's just way more.
have you personally been to the worlds yourself so that you're able to
Mm.
tell the students and inform them kind of
Yeah,
expectations, or do you even want to kind of lay down any expectations, or is it just more of a wow factor that you want to see out of them?
both.
Okay.
Both, Chris. I want the students to have that wow factor, but also I want to give them strategies to be able to deal with that immense onslaught of information and people.
Yeah.
They're gonna be blown out of the water. You can't prepare them for their personal, impact that they're gonna get. I've been to This'll be my 3rd time to Worlds. I can prepare them for things to expect, safety-wise, and we have our own plan of how we keep
Mhm.
safe, and but I can only prepare them so much for world. The world is going
Yeah.
to be there, and they need to be ready to navigate through that. So we prepare them as much as we can, but yet enjoy that
Yeah.
wow. So they're gonna be wowed,
It
there's no
well,
doubt
I will
about
assume
it.
they're pretty excited
So
now. So what
they
is
are.
the, energy like? What was the comments, like, the response when they found out, "Hey, we're going to the Worlds?" What was that goosebump moment like?
Uh, we have a couple little group chats that we all share, and there's some of they don't quite know how to explain what they're feeling, so some of these little, I don't know, pictures and
Mhm.
gifs
Oh, yeah.
and I had to go look up some of them. So I was like, "I don't know what that is, but I understand your feelings." So they're excited, but they're excited only on what their perception is at this moment. They don't quite have any experience on that kind of, venue, what's gonna happen. Many
Yeah.
of these students have never been out of the country, out of the state, been on
Mm.
an airplane.
Yeah.
So that part of it's been our biggest push to, here's what's gonna happen. Here's, we have mentors and coaches for, what coaches and mentors for every student that's going. So we got a buddy system, and I wanted them to be aware of that. And I think that, when it comes to our community, I want them to understand that we want them to have this. This is a celebration of what they've done this year. We're gonna compete against teams that are gonna blow your mind.
Mm. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. You're kinda like the newbie
Mhm.
in many aspects of this realm, and you're gonna go there. Get out the ideas, check out this stuff, share the experience, take pictures of robots, gather that info for later.
Yeah.
Let alone the fact that they're learning personal skills and sharing that same excitement with kids just like them from Israel and Turkey and Australia and Mexico and Brazil, and it's just the best. I can't wait for them to have that. So
I think this is going to be great. If you're
it
just
is.
joining us, we're talking with Coach Karen Shineldecker from the O-Bots. They are headed to the Worlds this Wednesday. It starts on Wednesday,
We're
goes
actually leaving, Chris, on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We're gonna
Okay,
leave. Yep, we're gonna head to the airport on Tuesday because that we want to get that kind of ahead of us.
yeah,
It's gonna be a
yeah.
long day Wednesday, but
Get your
thank
leg.
you. Yep, starts
And
Wednesday.
and competition starts Wednesday, lasts for how many days? How many students are going? And if I can throw one more question at you in that cluster is, what's your expectations of the team?
Great. We've got 10, 11 member team students going. We have a mentor for everyone. So our coaches and mentors, we've got a couple moms and dads that are going to go. And we, number one, we're trying to pay for all this for our kids and we want them to have some experiences. So we've got a link out there. The school set up a travel fund link and it goes directly to this fund that we're trying to raise. So get that out there. So, yep, the school set up this, it's like a PayPal link
Mhm.
go into our travel goals, our funds. So check us out there. We're on Facebook. Our kids are going to leave Tuesday night. We're heading there Wednesday. There's 5,000 teams from around the world. And of course, in the George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, there's 3 stories of robots at every level from elementary to middle school to high school. And then, of course, 50 plus countries that are going to be represented. I don't know, 35. I don't know exactly, but many. And our expectations is go to worlds, experience that activity, what you're going to see, the innovation that's going on, the designs, the perspectives of other students like them from countries. I just want them to have that immersion into that global world because
Mhm.
we get so narrow minded, you know, big fish in a little pond. We are. We're
Mhm.
just little fish in a big pond. And that is humbling. And
Yeah.
of all the things, humbling, but empowering. They
Mhm.
go there with that mind, they're kind and they're gracious, but it's empowering to them to see you are capable of so
Yeah.
much. So I want them to have that.
Well, and it also says something about um, that representation of Ludington, at the on the world stage, even with that many teams, it shows. And I grew up in a very small town in northern Michigan, and you can say, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter where you are from. It's that energy, it's the
Yep.
support from the community, and you've had a lot of support from the community in
Oh,
regard
they've
to your
been
fundraising.
so gracious and kind, and you ask them and they're like, "Yeah, what can we do?" And they can do that for us and help us get there because this is a very large amount of money that we're gonna need, we're looking at $30,000 between, getting there and the robot and we're gonna do it. And we've got some great people out there that are say, "Hey, we'll match. You guys get out there and we'll match what you raise." And so please, any little bit's helpful. $10, 20, we'll take it. We're gonna need it. The kids have been preparing, and so they're out there. Ask them, donate. I can't thank the community enough, and we can't wait to represent our community. And
Yeah.
we've got 8 fields that are going on at the same time across this monster convention center. There's 75 teams per field going on, and they're going on simultaneously across. I'm going to try to do a panel of the colors of teams and the immense celebration that's going on around the world about
Yeah,
these teams.
it's probably a bit overwhelming for everybody,
It
including
is.
including yourself.
Oh, yes.
Well, we're excited about the team going. We will put that link in the comments
Absolutely.
section
Thank you
on
so
our
much.
Facebook page. Yeah, absolutely. What do you want as we wrap up for the community to know about robotics in general at Ludington, or even throughout? I know last year the new practice facility was opened, and that's huge. It sounds like this is something that if it's not on, it's sort of, and I'll say it this way, it's kind of the pickleball effect, isn't it? Just a little bit, where that was a sport that hey, something's being played out there, and then it blew up. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
Robotics similar.
very much so. Thank you. First Robotics has been around for over 30 years. And there's a kind of a fun statistic out there that there's more high school robotics teams in Michigan than football teams.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about millions of dollars of scholarship every year for our kids. And every single one of them, when they're done, they're pro. They can go pro into whatever their field they're at. And I am proud of the fact of the celebration of that science and technology, engineering, math. Even more so, I'm a big proponent to the trades.
Mm-hmm.
We need that. That's the building blocks that we need for our country, for them. And so many of these trades are out there right now. The average age is 55 to 60. This is what we got to nurture. This is what
Yeah.
we got to grow. And robotics does that.
Yeah.
And it's not just, it's kind of like that what is it? The vocational realm that's no longer around as much. Now, given we've got that going on at the college with the tech program out there, but we need that. And that's what this does at the high school level. And it celebrates that. And our community, I think, is recognizing that. And our industry leaders need it.
Yeah.
They need those people. So we're
Well,
growing.
you mentioned elementary on up and all of that
Yes.
level. Last question for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
When you're out there, do you know how many teams you'll compete against at like that first level? Do they tell you?
Oh, right. So there's 8 fields, 8 divisions, and they're typically named after very influential scientists out there. For instance, we're on Newton. We're on the Newton field. There's Galileo and Johnson, of course, for Katherine Johnson, totally great woman. We've got, just lost it completely. There's 8 fields, Dally, then at the end, so all of those teams on that field particular, all of them across compete at that field. The winners of that field, the championship winners of that field go to the Einstein.
Okay.
So, thank you. So we have Newton, Millston, Johnson, Hopper, Galileo, Dally, and Curry.
That's
I had to go through that. They're great.
Yeah,
So they all compete. 75 teams at each one of those fields compete to the top team of 3. Top team of 3 goes to, so that would be 24 at the final, goes to the Einstein. Einstein is the winner of the world, basically.
Yeah.
So that comes down to it. So when we go, we're competing against 75 of the world.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
In the past, we were able to watch these competitions. Can we do that still for Worlds? Okay.
Yep. We're going to set up there. We'll put out on our Facebook page. We have a link to our competition at our field in Newton. We've got an amazing app that's out there through Worlds Competition. Shows you all kinds of stuff. We'll put that out there too in the link of our fundraising that we've got set up with the school to help us get there. Because right now, we have many things that are purchased and set in stone. And when we get there, hit the ground running, we got to pay for the rest of it.
Yeah.
We just want them to go so badly that we just don't want to miss this opportunity. So appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, let's challenge the listeners. Let's challenge the business community and organizations and everybody out
many
there.
of them that have already stepped up, but please don't be alone. They don't, stop in. I want our community to know that where we build, and we're kind of out of sight, out of mind sometimes. It'd be awesome if we were right in the center of the school and everybody could see us. It's amazing what our kids do in that shop. It's a great place. I welcome any community leader, community member. You don't have to know about robots to mentor kids. Think about it. How many of our kids, it's more than just robots. It's mechanical. It's website design, it's marketing, communication, getting out there and advertising. Our kids need to do that for our team.
Yeah.
But just a screwdriver, righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Mhm.
They don't know that all the time.
Yep.
And the life skills that we're teaching our kids inadvertently is more powerful than what we're doing. We're growing kids, we're growing students, and we just use the robot as an excuse.
Well, and as an educator, as a
Yeah,
science teacher, as somebody that has led this program, has started the program 9 years ago,
correct.
you've seen the evolution of it, the potential, and
Absolutely.
it sounds like there's even more in store, and so I'm
Oh,
looking forward to,
it's endless. It's in an infinite of possibilities at this point, and just gotta get that interest out there and support it, so
well, let's keep getting the word out. Let's connect,
thank you,
and
Chris, I
we'll follow you
appreciate it.
through this world journey, and hopefully on the
Oh,
flip
yeah.
side, we'll get a
Yep,
chance to
we're
have,
thank you so much, yep. We're leaving the school in our high school parking lot at 11 o'clock sharp tomorrow, so
okay,
thank you so much, Chris, for your time.
you got it. All right, Karen, thanks so much.
Yeah,
We'll get the word out there and continue that.
thank
It
you.
is 102.7 Mom FM and Hot